Hey guys, how you doing? Dominique Louis here. I am the founder of the Code4Good.ai platform, and now Miami Boss podcast, where we bring the big bosses in to talk about their ideas, see what's going on, see the industry trends. And like I was telling people before, every business is a tech business right now. No matter what you do, I don't care if you're selling popcorn or OnlyFans, it's all running technology, driving analytics, deep learning, AI. So regardless of your industry, all right, regardless of the technology, right, regardless of your background, okay, put on your tech hat on. And that's kind of really what is driving the Miami Boss podcast, because Miami, I don't know if you guys have been here lately, a lot has changed. It's not just beautiful people in bikinis on the beach. Aside from real estate, Miami has become a thriving tech hub and the rivals of San Francisco. And we have people that are moving their headquarters down, right? Some of them we know, some of them hasn't been announced yet. But a lot of big players, Apple, Tesla, Netflix, all establishing a presence down here in Miami in some way, shape, or form. And Jeff Bezos is coming right back home. He's left Seattle. So there's something real special brewing here in Miami. And I'm also part of the Built in Miami program, which is exciting. Really, you have so many resources available to you, where the program is basically taking founders, over 250 founders and CEOs, and they're giving them the resources so they could build their platform, their technology, their services in Miami. I was skeptical about this. I really was. And now I'm a believer because it's been so incredible. So I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Code for Good platform that we're running and we're building now with my team. Denzel Lewis is the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, and then Gravy Fuenmayor, she's the mayor, Fuenmayor, she's all things marketing, Chief Marketing Officer. And she's just a rock star when it comes to honing in on who the market is and really specializing on the response and that pinnacle, that sweet spot of where your SEO meets with your actual users and your ideal customer profile in order to bring them in and have that engagement with them in our platform. So that has really been a big push for us. That's been phenomenal. And Denzel has his background in finance. He's actually in Switzerland studying international business and finance, and he's also a hook into Switzerland for another company called Swiss Software, who really is able to tap into the youth and the new and innovative things that are happening from a research perspective in the university. So that's very, very powerful. Let's talk about Code4Good.ai platform. Okay. Many of you know my story and my background. I've been in tech my whole life. In 2008, after my son was hospitalized, I started a school, a green school called Green Children's House. It's still operating today. I'm no longer part of it. Unfortunately, as part of my divorce proceedings, I gave that up in order to avoid $3 million of lifetime alimony. And I feel like I did the right choice. But guess what? Education has always been a passion of mine, and it will always be. Right now, I'm developing a platform that is just going to change the game. And in case many of you haven't heard, we have a major, major problem in our hands. More than 52% of our recent college graduates are underemployed. They cannot find jobs. It's not a good thing. 73% of them are working in jobs that are not even related to their degree. So that's a huge problem. And I can attest to it because I have kids, young and older, college, middle school, and preschool. I could have a PhD on this, and that's why I'm writing the code in order to help disrupt the current educational model. A decade after graduation, 45% of the graduates that hold jobs that don't even require a 4-year degree. Could you imagine that? Spending all that money, bread, and effort in certain colleges to get a bachelor's degree or master's and go into a profession where the person doesn't even require a bachelor's degree. So let's talk about that, because that's more and more on the news. Accenture, a 1 million person company, global company, tech company, Dell Technologies, IBM, International Business Machine, which I'm a IBMer, Apple, Google, Netflix, and many more don't even have the requirement anymore. And less than 15% of the jobs listed require a bachelor's degree. Less than 15%. Less than 15%. So 85% of the jobs at Google, IBM, and Apple, 85%, you can get a job there without requiring a 4-year university degree. Hello. So this led me to ask, how might we equip the students from K through 12 so that they may be employable after high school? So the solution is a learning solution, and it could serve kids from K to 12. And our goal is to fast track their dreams to a career or job or entrepreneurship. We're going to replicate real world tech roles and other roles, public speaking roles, anchor roles, developer roles, and opportunities to provide students with a skill set they need in order to be successful in a workforce upon graduation from high school, or in some cases, even before. I know some of you are probably thinking, how in the world are we going to do that? Well, that's exactly what the platform is going to do for you. It's called codeforgood.ai. And the mission is going to be to revolutionize the education and career preparation by bridging the gap between the careers and the workforce. Creates a large language model that categorizes all the jobs in the U.S. job code, and then we're going to reverse engineer that into cost savings, career readiness, and most of all, job placement with our ecosystem partners. The thing I love most about the platform, because I am a little bit of a blockchain enthusiast, or maybe a lot. I've won some, lost some from a cryptocurrency perspective. But there's many other uses for blockchain technology, including student records management. Wouldn't it be nice for you to have your portable, universal education record on the blockchain? Well, that's what we will be doing and building out as part of our knowledge base, keeping every student's record on the blockchain so they could own their records and it could be portable and imputable, meaning that it cannot be altered or changed by anyone once it's on the blockchain. Because then you will be able to see that. It will be able to be having on the public ledger, right? And so any changes to that can be seen. And it could also be protected with your individual address when you want a new course minted for your educational passport. So it's amazing to have this technology. And when we looked at the numbers, we said, wow, just in Miami-Dade County alone, we had over 330,000 students in public schools. In Broward, over 250,000 students. And in Palm Beach, over 190,000 students. Close to 800,000 students could beneficiary by this. And you know who else is going to benefit? The teachers. The teachers that have great content or that inspire also to be entrepreneurial, to have some extra income to fuel their income. Because I also realize teachers do not get paid enough. And here's another way for teachers to use our platform to upload any content that they have on any subject that they're an expert on, and provide that on a platform so it could be used through students throughout the world. And when I look at the projection model, right, and we're starting at $20 a year for a student. That's nothing. $20 a year per student will change the game, will provide access to education, will normalize the standards of how they get the information, when they watched it, what they're able to learn, and if they need to go through certifications in order to be successful at the role. So regardless of the profession, we take someone that's in the current role and we reverse engineer that. We see what courses and what technology they're working the day-to-day, and we work with a methodology in order for them to be successful by creating the index and curriculum that they need to be a public speaker, a software engineer at Google, a test engineer for C++ automation, a integration engineer for Internet of Things for Pacific Gas and Electric, or any employer that today has a skills gap. We could then learn to reverse engineer what's going on, how the people do their work, and how well they do their work, and then provide that in a learning methodology for students. It's very, very disruptive and potentially disruptive. And it's also could be work in parallel with the current educational model to supplement kids before they go to college or community college or universities. So just in 2023, there was over 59 million students enrolled in our public school system. And it's very hard to track that on a nationwide scale because every school is providing different levels of grading criteria, and sometimes it could be subjective. Whereas our model is looking at the time the student is actually spending focus on a particular area and then capturing that time spent for learning. So it's very interesting. It's a very different model than what we currently have. And it's there to help accelerate the current educational process so could we be more effective and more, what's the word I'm looking for here? More competitive with some of the other countries such as India and China, Finland, and areas in Europe where their current educational model is outpacing the students in the United States of America. So this is a great opportunity. This is a big challenge. Right now, the U.S. Board of Education spends about $3.1 trillion, with a T, trillion dollars. And that is where it's projected to be by 2030. Right now, I believe it's a $1.5 trillion spend with a 4.21% annual growth between 2022 and 2030. It will be 3.1 trillion. Excuse me, I misspoke before. So it will be 3.1 trillion by 2030. Huge room for improvement. And we're so excited to be part of that. And I'm so excited to share with you guys more Code for Good. In my next opportunity, I will demo the product for you. And right now, we already have a huge waiting list. So if you'd like to go on to our website, it's www.code4good.ai. www.code4good.ai. So thank you for letting me share that with you. We're really excited. We look forward to talking with you all some more. And thank you again for joining the Miami Boss podcast.